The jail's not going to give them treatment. I mean, we've seen people get arrested and sit in jail and not receive medication. If they're not raising a fuss or causing some kind of problem in the jail, they're just sitting there being peaceful and quiet, they'll do their time, and they'll release them, still unstable.
There has got to be a better way.
A NAMI advocate named Flo Giltman, the National Alliance for the Mentally Ill, had been trying to make some inroads into the court system here in DeKalb County. Ms. Giltman contacted me, and from that, what we did was scheduled a meeting to develop a task force. And at the task force meeting, that was when I first realized the amount of interest that everyone in the community had with regard to the issue of people suffering with mental illness and coming into contact with the criminal justice system.
Good morning, Ms. Thompson. I just wanted to acknowledge that you were here to observe this morning. Did you have any questions about anything that you've seen or any information that you've heard so far?
My concern is how long I would have to go to diversion court.
Do you have the paperwork with you that brought you here?
Yes, ma'am.
May I see it? Thank you.
We look at certain criteria to make sure that a case is appropriate. We look at the criminal history. We make sure that the criminal history is not one that's extremely violent. We look at the actual charge and make sure that the person didn't cause a victim any significant harm, and also that that case did not involve any weapons.
For so many of our cases, what happens is the police are contacted because a family member is ill and the family knows they need to get a hospital, they need to see a doctor. And so the only way they know how to kind of make that happen quickly is call 911. And unfortunately, because there isn't, good, accessible, affordable treatment in the community often, their only alternative to try and keep everyone safe is to put someone in jail.
Because it is a specialty court, because it is a diversion court, it's also a court of second chances. We want you to want to help yourself. We want you to look forward to participating in the program because we get greater outcomes.
I'd be in jail right now. If I wasn't in diversion treatment court, I'd most likely, after I saw that DA and after I saw the judge, I'd be in jail. Versus coming here, they keep you on track with your appointments. If you're not on track, they're going to let you know that you're not on track. I did what I did. I wasn't in control of myself when it happened, but it happened. I have to face the consequences for my actions. And this, instead of sending me to jail, it gives me a chance to work on it.
Myself, never having been in military service, there's particular issues that a veteran may have to deal with that I have no understanding of. So working with Mr. Harrison is a big help, because there's some stuff that goes on with veterans that I would never understand.
This would not work without them, okay? And I'm finding even on a wider range, on a wider scale, as I'm coming into contact with other courts, it's kind of like this model that I tried to sort of present to them, because this is the one that works. It's the greatest one in the area that I cover. I cover all the area above Macon, Georgia, all the way to the end of the state. And this is the best, period.
Everybody wins. That participant wins, the family of that participant wins, and our community at large wins, because we have somebody who knows what their challenge is. They've taken steps to correct it as best they can, so that we don't have somebody going to jail again for repeatedly for the same thing. That saves money, because the jail costs money. It saves a family, okay, because at some point it just gets old and they get tired, and the person is then on the street, they're homeless in a lot of instances. So it's a win-win when everybody buys in and we try and get these people and get them the help that they need so that they can return productive and well.
It's transformative. This court changes lives. It absolutely changes lives.